What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Kristen Ayana, and before we get into this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn those post notifications on to stay tuned with Black Talk Radio. Welcome to Black Talk Radio, hosted by Kristen Ayana. Listen as we discuss the latest in Black culture, Black news, and Black entertainment. What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Kristen Ayana, and welcome back to another episode of Black Talk Radio, where we discuss the latest in Black culture, news, and entertainment. Now, this is a very special episode. As y'all can see, we're not in our home studio. We're in a very special place today. And who do I have with me today?
Hey guys, I'm Bae. I'm the owner and founder of PilatesBae Studios, and I'm happy to be on the Talk Radio show today.
Yes, thank you so much for, letting me come up here and chat with you. I love your space. It's so very, calming.
Yes.
Got the good lighting, the good mirrors. So for those who, may or may not know, can you just tell us, of course, who you are and what made you create, this Pilates studio and, the business overall?
Yeah, so my name is Bae, hence the PilatesBae. I had to put my name in it somehow. Mm-hmm. But I've been doing Pilates for about 5 years now. My background is actually in finance, so this is my alter ego type of thing. So I went to Rutgers, I'm from Maplewood, I grew up here, but I have moved to Miami to do some finance work.
How was that?
It was interesting, but one thing for sure, you go to Miami and you just kind of see yourself in other people's eyes. So everybody is super fit in Miami. Everybody's eating drinking juices, eating the best foods, all of this stuff, and everybody looks super fit. And so I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, ooh, I don't look like these people.
Right.
And that was the first time that I had a body image kind of thing going on. And then I stepped on the scale and I was 200 pounds. And I was like, wow. So just backstory, when I started dating my husband now, I was 135. So within those 2-3 years, I kind of just was eating, happy, eating weight, all of those things.
Right.
And so I just, wasn't being fit, wasn't taking care of my body. And so there was a Pilates studio right where I lived, right under the building. So I started going there and I hated it.
Wait, why did you hate it?
It was so hard. It was so hard. But I have a toxic relationship with things. So I hated it, but I was I'm gonna try this again.
You gonna keep going, right?
Yeah. So I just fast forward. I started my Pilates journey there. Took a lot of classes. Came here in Jersey. There wasn't a couple years back. There wasn't as many Pilates studios. It wasn't as saturated. And I wanted to open a studio, but it's just God's timing. I wasn't ready. Actually, a couple years ago, I was gonna open a studio at a store where now it's a Pilates studio. So when I came back,
oh wow,
yeah, that was a sign for me. And then last year I lost my brother.
Oh my goodness.
So it was just more so life is short. And you have to just take risks. And I had my son, and corporate people do not like moms as much as they say it. And so I just wanted to build a space, be in a space that I can be the best version of myself, the best mom, and do something that I love. So
I love that, and I'm really happy that you were able to really take that risk, and it's so interesting because to hear that you came from a finance corporate background and that now you're this business owner, I think that's amazing. So what do you want people to take away when they come to this studio and just take these classes?
I think something that I mentioned was my weight, and I think that for Pilates, that doesn't really matter. I think a lot of people, when they come into spaces, they worry about being a certain size, they worry about looking a certain way, and at the end of the day, Pilates is a lifestyle.
Right.
And for me, when I got into Pilates, it became a lifestyle. Now, things started to happen where I was eating healthier, eating right, and so obviously my body started to change. But it's not about that, and I feel so many spaces, especially Pilates, it became this luxury niche aesthetic, kind of thing. And for me, I really wanted to build a space that was very welcoming and warm and have like a really good community. And like while our space is open to everyone, I wanted a space where black women felt like this was a space for them. And that's why we have like this artwork. And I went back and forth with my husband, but I was like, no, like I feel like we walk into a lot of spaces and we don't feel like the majority, and we don't feel like spaces are for us. And so I really wanted this space to be special for Black women, and then just like all women, all men, just like genders. Is really, Pilates is not about a gender. It's not about like a weight. It's just really about a way of life, being like mobile, you know, working on stability and posture, because when you start doing these things now, when we get older, we're not gonna be like,
oh my back.
Yes, we're gonna be, you know, running, doing all these things. And so yeah, I really want this to just be like a really good like community, honestly.
I love that. And I think that's what really drew my attention like to this Pilates studio, and why I wanted to have my event here and collaborate, because I felt like it was a space, you know, based off of the things that I was seeing, where everyone was welcomed, you know, and it wasn't deemed as this, exclusive, like luxury type of thing. And it's so interesting to see like how Pilates has become that, because like essentially we're working out. Like why is that deemed this big luxury? Like I don't get that.
I think it's like, I think sometimes people want to make something unattainable so that it can feel like they're like special and like only they can do this thing. And so I find like Pilates has become this thing that people try to, or like some folks, I won't say what type of folks, try to make it unattainable for like certain demographics, you know, certain communities. And so even now that more of us are getting to this space, like you have like Pilates police who are like now policing, oh, this is not Pilates, this is Pilates. And so I think it's just really like they've made it this big luxury thing because they want to make it unattainable. And also like they want to do like the highest market price. Like I feel like at my studio, I don't really compare or contrast what other people are doing for pricing. I just do what I feel like is affordable for the community, because I want to make it
and I
more
noticed
attainable.
that too as well, because I did take a look at the pricing. And compared to the other spaces, it definitely is more reasonable. Like, and you know, it's interesting that you say that, because like I hear, you know, just talking with my friends all the time. I literally have friends that said, you know, I love Pilates and I would want to keep going, but you know, for whatever reason, like where they live, they're like, it's too expensive. Like I can't afford to pay X amount of dollars, you know, every single week for this.
Exactly. No, I agree. I feel like also like even when like we have like locations who, you know, are minority owned, like sometimes they say like, oh, like, yeah, I want to make it more attainable, but you can't really make it more attainable like if your price point is so high. You want to, obviously you want to keep the doors open, you want to make money as a business owner, but you have to make it more accessible to people.
Definitely.
So
I definitely feel that, and I commend you for that.
Thank
for sure.
you.
Now, you know, as a Black woman in this Pilates space and just as a business owner, were there like any challenges that you faced, and like how did you overcome them?
That's a good question. I think, I don't want to say that there wasn't any challenges. I think that when you come out of corporate and you come out of like working for someone else, you're like, oh, like I'm gonna have this work-life balance. And then you work for yourself.
And it's like I just said that last night.
Like, it's 24/7 on the clock. So that's been an adjustment because like I'm also like a new mom, and so like people need me, and then he needs me, and then my husband needs me, and so I feel like that's been the challenge of like, now I'm balancing, but I'm really balancing like for myself, like what the business needs, you know, what my child needs, what my husband needs, what our community needs. So I would say that, but I would say that other than that, I think that the community, specifically our community, has been really receptive to the space.
Love that.
And so at first I thought it would be a challenge like that, but I feel like, I don't know, we have some of the best clients, to be honest, and so I feel like that hasn't really been a challenge. I think
love
it's just
that.
a balance.
Okay, that's good. That's good though, and I'm glad that you're able to find the balance, because I know that's something that can be challenging. And you know, what are things that you feel like you've done to like balance, like create that balance?
Drink a lot of coffee. I think I drink a lot of caffeine now. I think you just have to be like adaptable. Like everything is not forever. And
Right.
sometimes you just gotta put in the work. You gotta go super hard. You have to, you know, be uncomfortable, work a lot. And I've done it for like another company, so I can do it for myself.
Yes.
And so like sometimes it's just having that, like you don't have someone over your head saying like, oh, you need to do this. It's like you have to get up and be like, oh, I need to do this or stuff. So I feel like it's just like being like
accountable.
Being accountable, holding myself accountable, and drinking a lot of coffee. If I'm being honest.
I love the honesty. Now, talk to us just about the type of different classes that you guys offer here.
Sure, yeah. So we offer classical mat. So classical mat is basically all Joseph Pilates moves. So Pilates, they have 36 Pilates moves. And so classical is really about you working on your balance, your posture, your core strengthening. It's like less moves, maybe longer holds. And so this is something that I feel like a lot of people skip because it doesn't sound like sexy, but it's really, really important. Like
the holds are the hard part.
Yes, the holds are the hard part. You want to sit better, you want to stand better. You just want to be like more intentional. Like it's like lateral breathing, you know, finding like mind-body connection. So that's like our classical format. And then we have like our sculpt edit, which is really popular. Obviously, girls love sculpt. This is like kind of similar to classical where we'll have Pilates moves, but then we'll incorporate like plank variations and lunges and like focus on like different muscle focuses like your glutes or something like that, or like shoulders or arms or things of that nature. And then we have cheeky core, which girls love cheeky core, but it's not as cute as it sounds. It's like it's all of those things. So it's classical, sculpt, and then we have like some cardio into it. No burpees, just something to get the heart racing.
Going.
And then we also heated and non-heated. So we have heated Pilates classes, and then we have non-heated. Heated only goes up to 95. You guys are not gonna get me to turn it up to like 110 or something. But 95.
That's hot enough.
That's hot enough. Heated is really good for like inflammation. It's good for your skin. I wouldn't say like it makes you like lose weight or anything like that. I think it's just more so it loosens your muscles up.
Got it.
And it's really good for your body, so that's why we have it.
Okay, so a lot of options though, a lot of things that I feel like there's something for everyone.
Yes.
Wherever they are in their journey.
Yeah.
So I love that for sure. And now my final question for you, if you could leave, you know, just like your supporters, people that maybe come here for classes, like one thing to remember about you, what would it be and why?
One thing to remember about me, I don't know. I think it's just, I feel like I think one thing I would say is that I had a dream and I just kind of went for it. And even though like some things may seem oversaturated and unattainable, I just kind of told myself that I could. And I feel like if I can do something like this, like if people have like dreams or things and you feel like the industry is too saturated, it's never too saturated for like what you have. So,
right.
Yeah.
I love that, and I definitely think so many people can relate to that.
Yes.
So I just want to thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'll definitely be back here, and we're wishing you nothing but the best.
Thank you.